Hold my wine, bitches! Hey guys, it's Anthony here. We are at the Lodge Card Club in Round Rock, Texas. There's this new up-and-comer in the poker industry. His name is Doug Polk. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. I think this kid is going places. And we're going to be doing a meetup game today. And it's going to be 125 PLO. I'm going to try to get him on the channel, give that guy some exposure. And I think he has a YouTube channel, maybe some other social medias. You can do it, probably Google search for this Douglas Polk fellow. And follow him, show him some love. We're going to try to take some of his money today. We'll see you inside.
Sorry, Domino's, moon pies. Sorry, Domino's, moon pies.
So we got Doug Polk.
We have some prizes today.
Prizes. I'm putting you on the channel. I've heard you're an up and comer. I want to put you on my channel, give you some exposure, help you, make it. I think you're going places, kid.
My dream is to one day be able to tell the news. Anyway, so we got prizes today. $10,000 in prizes. The way that it works is if you register over with WPT in the other room, you're eligible to win. We have 2 WPT passports. They're worth $2,500, and we have some cash prizes as well. Point is, if you want to be able to win, you have to register. If you don't, you can't win.
What if I already signed up using Lodge already?
Just go over that desk and they'll take care of you.
Okay.
And that's what I like to hear, using Lodge.
Yeah.
Perfect. All
right, man. Thanks, Doug. All right, guys. We're in a bomb pot here with Doug Polk.
I am in the flesh.
He just got stacked. He had a pair and a gut shot in PLO.
Pretty unfair.
The Lodge nuts. All right. And the small bomb. We got this piece of cheese here.
Heat a bomb pot. You can play loose. Heat off the bomb.
We see this double board PLO bomb pot 8-handed, and I'm holding Jack 10, 7-3 suited in diamonds to my Jack. Did you guys hear that? It sounded like no, it couldn't have been. She's in Florida right now. I'm sure it was just the wind. The flops come down Jack 7 deuce rainbow and Ace King 3 with 2 spades. I flop top 2 pair up top and a gut shot to Broadway on the bottom, as well as bottom pair. Overall, nothing to get super excited about.
Ooh! Wow. It's hard to even imagine a hand this good. Is the action on me yet? Yes, it is. Alright, let's go ahead and bet the pot.
Doug Polk has bet the full pot of 120. There's one caller behind, and having already played some hands with Doug, I've seen him going ham with all sorts of trash like 9-6, 5 deuce, and 3 clubs. He's been splashing around a ton. I've bought in for the minimum of $200 because I expected the game to get out of hand pretty quick, so it would allow me to commit to a pot without risking too much too early. I expect my top 2 pair is good, and I have outs on the second board to the nuts, so I just decided to go with it. Plus, it's just good content.
I can't believe it. We got a call.
All right, it's good. It's good for the vlog. It's good for the vlog. All right, good luck all in. Thanks, guys.
Okay, look at that.
All right, we're all in. It really is. We're all in versus Douglas Polk just for the content, guys. We don't have a hand. We're just in here for the content.
Tread lightly.
Here we go. It's vlogception. He's filming. I'm filming. Oh no, I didn't want him in. I'm in trouble. I've made a mistake.
Is the action be open? All right, I'm just going to call them. I call. Are you keeping it? Thank you.
165. All right, so we've got 4 callers of my all in.
The board once again, team. Let's get in here. You want to bet me? Woo! Yeah, monster.
I need some help, just like we practiced.
Oh, okay. Good. Your big toe shows you what you're trying.
All right.
We got a monster pot here for a monster hand. Let's see what we got in the turn. Boom. Oh, beautiful. Crushed it. Absolutely beautiful. Is that me? I'm going to wager the pot.
180 for 1, 2.
580. Oh wow, big call down
Hey,
here.
take it easy. Take it easy down there.
Okay.
All right, we got the winner out, guys.
I have a monster.
Chop it
on
up. Chop it up.
I have top set over here. And
Oh my God, I'm in trouble. I made a mistake.
Straight card. I got jacks and I've got king. When does that have, right?
Wow, that's brutal. All right, the other guy has king of spades, 5 deuce of hearts, 4 clubs. Doug has queen jack of clubs, jack 7 of spades. That is problem for me. No, I don't want to show. It's too embarrassing. I had the jack 7. He got me. I think I got shot.
Jack 7.
Wait, I have a pair of 3s on that board though. Is that good? Yeah, but I have a pair of 3s. Okay, that's no good. Okay, chips. No, I got chips. I got chips. All right, so we lost money to Douglas K. Polk. I'm on the button. Doug has straddled to $10. There's 2 callers. I come along holding king, queen, 9-8 suited and diamonds to my 9. It's not a great hand. There's a lot of gaps there, but on the button with position against the entire field, I do have some connectivity and I have to try and take a flop. The small blind and big blind come along. Doug checks his option in the straddle, and we are going 5 ways to a flop of ace 5-3 with 2 diamonds.
I'm about 25. I'm sorry, guys. It's all him. Oh, we don't have a believer. Oh.
All right, we're gonna have to let this one go, but we will.
Oh my God, you guys.
We'll follow along here. Live vicariously. He's got 2 callers.
Your funeral. Oh man.
8 of hearts on the turn.
I'm gonna have to bet the pot. Sorry, 130. I'm gonna have to bet the pot. This is all me. Wow,
No respect.
No respect. Okay, guys, let's see how this river treats us.
There we go. Jack of clubs.
That's a scary one. That is a scary one. It's check. Ace jack. I told you I had it. I told you. I tried to warn everyone. You have it.
In the big blind, I look down at a single suited rundown of 7-6-5-4. There's a raise to 15, 1 caller. The small blind calls, and I'm in there as well, so we're taking this flop 4 ways. I work in mysterious ways, bitches! As Andrew Nemi says, the flop is pretty favorable, falling 8-5-4 rainbow, giving me the nut straight, plus bottom 2 pair to block full houses, or make one of my own. I bet the full pot of 60, and I do get 1 caller. Well, I've gone from the nuts to the 4th nuts when I make bottom full house. I now lose if my opponent has pocket 8s, 8-4, or 5-5 in his hand. I checks, and he checks it back. The river is the ace of diamonds, and I opt to rip my 180 into the pot, and I'm all in. He thinks for a bit, and that's good news as he eventually makes the call, and we are good. In the small blind, I've been dealt king, queen, 8-5 suited in spades to my king. There's 1 limper, and with action on me, I have a fairly junky hand out of position, but I've been folding a ton, and I'm tired of folding. I want to get in there and figure with only 1 player behind, I can at least see the flop for a few more dollars. I make the call, and that's not going to happen. Of course, the big blind raises a 20. The limper calls, and you know what? Fuck that guy. Fuck him right in the bumhole. People play shitty hands against me all the time and hit. It's my fucking turn, bitch. Fuck these a-holes. The flop comes down king 8-6 with 2 clubs, giving me top 2 pair. I'm first to act. I have to check it over to the aggressive player who bets 35. The limper calls, and now I check shove for 130. The original raiser is all in for 125. The limper calls as well, and so we have a $10 side pot, 435 in the main pot. The original raiser wants to rip at one time, and the turn is the 9 of diamonds, and the river is the who loves you, baby. 8 of diamonds, which fills me up. The original raiser turns over ace, king, jack, jack with nut clubs. So when the money went in, he was a slight favorite with 52% equity against my 48. But this is Texas poker. You take an absolute trash hand against a premium, and you just double up. Now I know how the donkeys feel when they take my money. On the button, I'm dealt the extremely beautiful and coordinated king, queen, jack 10 double suited, a premium. 3 players call, and with action on me, you can certainly raise here with position and a premium hand, and in most games you should. In Texas, these maniacs are always trying to get it in 6 ways pre-flop for $1,000 each, and if you don't have extremely deep pockets, that's a variance roller coaster that's going to put the hurt on you in the long run. So I just make the call and we take the flop 5 ways. The flop comes down 10-3-3 rainbow. When it checks to me, I opt to bet 15. My opponents in the blinds are more likely to have a 3 here, but I'm more likely to have 10s full, and I do have a 10, which may be the best hand. They opt to lay it down, and we'll pick up a small pot. On the button, we're dealt another premium, ace, king, queen, jack, double suited in hearts and clubs. Now, what sucks about this hand is we have both the ace and king of hearts. We really prefer to not block the second nut flush so one of our opponents can make it and pay us off, but it's still a premium hand regardless. There's one caller, we come along, the small blind folds, the big blind checks, and we're taking this flop 3 ways. Flop comes down 10-8-4 all clubs. When it checks to me, I bet 20, they all fold, and we'll take it down. It's a 6-handed double board bomb pot. I'm dealt king-king, 8-3 suited in clubs to my king in the big blind. The 4 of spades has been exposed and will be our burn card.
Try not to fuck this one up, you little bitch.
The flops come down king-10 deuce with 2 diamonds and ace-king-8 with 2 spades. I flopped a set on both boards, but I don't have much else going for my hand. On a relatively short stack, I opt to go with it and I pot for 90. There's one caller, another player repots for 400. I'm all in for 275. The third player calls the all in, and now there's a side pot I'm not eligible for, but the main pot has $915 in it. The turns come the 3 of spades and the 7 of hearts, and then the 6 and queen of clubs. We're up against ace queen 9-9 with nut spades, and ace 10-8-5 with the nut diamond draw that fortunately whiffed, allowing us to take half of the main pot.
And flush. Set of kings, and then I have kings full of 8s. I'll take half. I'm not too
have
greedy.
kings full of 3s on top.
I'm not greedy. I don't need it.
Oh.
I need it to win the other board. I don't need it to win that board.
Kings full of
I can win with just that
right,
on the
all
other.
right.
Yeah. That's all. That's all.
It's just a theoretical question.
Yeah.
Get a $5 for the
Thank you. Appreciate you.
In the big blind, I'm dealt another pretty and slightly coordinated hand, king jack 9-8 double suited in hearts and diamonds. There's a raise to 10. Doug Polk calls on the button. The small blind calls, I call. We're going 4 ways to a flop.
Who loves you, baby?
The flop falls 7-6-5 with 2 clubs, giving me the nut straight, but no real backdoor possibilities for a higher straight and no flush blockers. I opt to lead for 25, only the original raiser calls. His most likely hand in this spot is going to be a flush draw, possibly with an overpair. Some players will raise preflop with middle rundowns that smash boards like this as well, so it's not impossible for him to have a set, 2 pair, the same straight with a flush draw, etc. The turn pairs the 5. While it's a concern, I'm not fully convinced this necessarily hit him, but I do opt to check and evaluate based on his actions. He does check it back. The river comes the 2 of diamonds, and I opt to check again. I figure my hand is best here, but I've shown weakness from the turn onwards. My hand may look like a flush draw that whiffed, or a hand that has my opponent beat, but can be bluffed if he bets big enough. Unfortunately, he checks it back and announces 1 pair, so I don't extract any additional value, but we do take a small pot down. In the small blind, I'm finally dealt the very pretty ace-ace, queen-jack with nut spades. Now it's my time to shine, my time to find that crucial double or triple up. All the money is about to be mine. No, cancel that. Looks like one of the players was only dealt 3 cards, so the hand is declared a misdeal.
Bring him back, guys.
These chairs only fit like 1.5 people minutes.
Bring him back, guys. Bring him back. Yeah, you would have won.
But.
Well, I've told
But-
you how much I like the chair.
But one player only had 3 cards, so now I had to fold my beautiful hand. Get some other garbage in the box.
In the big blind, I'm dealt ace-jack 9-6 with 3 hearts to my ace. There's a raise to 10, 3 callers. The small blind calls, I'm in there as well, and we are taking this flop 5 ways.
I work in mysterious ways, bitches.
The flop comes down very nicely for us. Ace 5-4 with 2 hearts, giving us top pair and the nut flush draw, plus a blocker on the top end of the straight. We check and there's a bet of 50. I just smooth call, everyone else folds. The turn is the deuce of diamonds. We both check into the river, which is the jack of diamonds. I figure my hand is best given the action, and I turn it over fairly quickly, but he announces set, turning over king 5, 4-4. Well, I guess we could have gotten stacks in on the flop, and I could have lost a lot more, but I was not expecting to lose like that on this board. All right, so I have a bet with this gentleman for $25. What is it?
It's under 12.
We've got a bet on Doug Polk's stack. Doug Polk's been doing the meetup game here. I said it was under 12,900.
I told you.
This gentleman said it was over. So we got Bradley.
9, 10,
I check. I got aces. I'll beat you a pair.
11. It's like 11, 4.
All right, thank you. I got my $25. We need to recount. I told you it was between 11 and 12. Nobody listens to me. All right, we got $25. We should probably cash that out. Thank you, Brad. Brad, I just need you to say like and subscribe.
Hey, Brad, how innumerate are you?
Impossible not.
Brad, I need you to say like and subscribe. Say like and subscribe. Say like and subscribe.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
That's what you think, motherfucker.
I'd appreciate it if you hit the like and subscribe buttons. It helps out the channel a ton.
No, okay.
Did you pass?
I'm gonna use AI to make him say it. In the big blind, I look down at the relatively weak Ace Jack 9-4 suited and hearts to my 9. There's a raise to 10, 1 caller. The small blind folds, and I make a pretty loose call here. Bad call, good result. I apologize in advance. All right, just like we practiced, punish him. The flop comes down 8-7-4 with 2 hearts, giving me bottom pair, a 9-high flush draw, and a gut shot to the jack-high straight. I check, and it's checked around. The turn is the 8 of diamonds, and once again, we all check it. The river is the 9 of spades, and we check it down. I got a 9.
Got aces.
I got ace 9.
Ace 8. Ace 9.
So I ship it. Ship that pot before they find something. Thank you. The double straddle to $20 is on. In the cutoff, I look down at the beautiful Ace King, King 3 double suited in spades and diamonds. I make the call while I think to myself, oh, please, please, someone do something fucking stupid. The button, small blind call, the big blind folds. The first straddler calls, and now the guy who straddled the 20, he can't help himself. He makes it 100, and I drop that motherfucking hammer and I repot it to 365. Fuck this guy. The button and small blind fold. The original straddler cold calls both raises. The other straddler repots it all in. I'm all in for 530, and we're going 3-handed and running it one time for a pot of close to $1,600. The flop comes out pretty solid, 8-7 deuce with 2 diamonds, giving me an overpair plus the nut flush draw. No, get out of here, Inez. Bad dealer. The board pairs the 8 on the turn, and now I'm no longer sure if I'm in the lead. The river falls the 4 of spades, and I'm relieved watching them showdown for the side pot. As one player turns over Queen, Queen, Jack 10 with 3 spades, the other player is just looking at his hand and eventually winds up mucking. But I managed to find the triple up, winning the entire main pot.
Whew. Usually I don't run good in those.
I wasn't sure if you were winning or not.
Once it paired 8s, I was like, here we go. Here comes the fucking.
I didn't think someone.
The $10 straddle is on. I'm in there with double suited aces. The button calls, the small blind folds, the big blind calls, and oh, look at that. Another straddler who just can't help themselves, potting it to $55. At this point, I'm reasonably deep stacked, and while I don't mind getting my stack in with this hand, I can't do that if I repot now. I'll just be giving away what my hand is. So I call, the button calls, and now the player in the blinds can't help himself either. He re-raises to 200. The straddler repots it, and now we're ripping it in.
Twice. Twice. I got double suited aces.
You got a lot of bananas.
Yeah. Kings? You have kings? Okay.
What are those?
All right, we're all in. We cover. We're going twice.
I haven't seen those on the table.
He shows 6 deuce. I got a 6. That's no good.
How you doing?
All right, twice is
Good
nice.
luck, guys.
I just want at least one.
I'm on those.
I threw a deuce away.
Well, that's pretty good.
Aces are good.
He shows king 7 of clubs, king of spades, 7 of hearts.
Scoop.
I hope so. 2, 3, 4, 5. He was in for like 1,000 something. The other guy was in for 200 something.
Definitely afford 2 bumpers.
Oh my God!
You know you're playing.
You are my dealer. There we go. That's good for the blog.
All right, that'll be some content.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you. All right. All right, we got a big all-in here with Doug Polk. He's got the ace 10 of diamonds, king 6 spades. He's up against ace 9 of spades and queen 4 of clubs. And then a couple of players with mystery hands. There's a lot of money in the pot here.
First board, everything on the nuts, right? Yeah. Okay. The first one's rolling a whole enchilada. Well, sometimes that's a decent.
Oh, the clubs are for the other guy. Oh, clubs.
Okay. And then I'm doing cards for them. That's Queen 9 again? I can scoop.
What a dealer.
Scoops everything.
Most likely.
Queen 4, Queen 9.
All right.
Like I said.
Welcome to the table. Welcome back, sir.
I had a really good hand.
Doug, you did.
Yeah.
Doug Polk giving back to the community.
You had a good hand.
1325.
I mean, it wasn't aces, but it was a solid.
That was a very good hand. That was right, yeah. Double suited, yeah. I'm proud of you, Doug.
Thank you. You know what?
Regardless of the results.
I'd like to thank my mom giving birth to me. Of course, my lord, Patrick Antonius, for all the hard work he's done over the years. And then,
I just feel.
Don't forget the 100 splash.
It's about the good people here at Lodge Card Club because it takes all of us to make this place so special.
I feel bad for this poor dealer who's about to lose his job over that pot. That's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. All right, guys. So this session started out a little rough for me. I was buying in for $200 bullets. I was bleeding. I was stuck probably 800 at one point. I was in for 1,000. It was really closer to the end of the session where things started to turn around, where, I won a key pot and tripled up, and then, I started winning those other larger pots. And so fortunately, going from, negative 800, I wound up booking a win of 1,817. So a $2,600 swing in the right direction. Felt really good. I really didn't get into a ton of hands with Doug. He was in there moving and grooving. He was giving action, but he was playing a lot of hands. A lot of people ask me, is Doug any good at PLO? It's really hard for me to say with any certainty his skill level in PLO. He wasn't as bad as I was expecting, but he's playing 1-2-5 PLO, which, for most of us, it plays pretty big. For him, it's small potatoes. So there's not a lot of risk for him there. But, when I did see his stack at various tables, it was pretty big. So I think he did just fine. He's actually hosting every Friday now, I think at noon at the club. He comes in and you can play with him in the PLO streets. And so, every time I see him, he's got chips. And so I don't know if, he's just winning them or if he's matching other stacks, but he's had some pretty significant, stack sizes there. And, I have seen him show up with good hands. I have seen him show up with bad hands. But overall, I think he's pretty decent. So it was a fun time. It was a lot of fun to shoot this episode for the meetup game. Putting all the comedy bits in there and putting out a supersized episode for everyone. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I think next week I'm probably going to be doing the video on my experience working at poker clubs, what's worked, what hasn't worked, the good, the bad, the ugly, and my thoughts on if you want to open a poker club or if you're running a poker club right now, things that you can do on a marketing level to reach people you may not be reaching, things you can do to structure your cash games and tournaments in a way that is sustainable
long term and is beneficial to your room, to the vibe, and to the sustainability of making it feasible for new players to come in and learn and not get completely destroyed. So probably not going to have the actual PLO hands and content next week. But we'll be back to it the week after. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any questions, any comments, anything, leave them down below. I try to respond to everybody who leaves a comment. I really appreciate it, the engagement and everything, seeing the channel grow, seeing everyone turn out week after week to show support. So I really do appreciate it, and we'll see you next week.
Like and subscribe, bitches.